Hey friends, it's Saturday. That means it's time for my favorite live of the week. Well, except when we have classes. Classes are always my favorite lives. But for live stream reading, there is nothing I like better than the Saturday Psychic Sampler. This is where you ask a specific question and I give you a specific answer. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. My name's Christiana Gaudet, and I'm so happy to see all of you here today. I will take these in the order that I see them, but of course I want to give a special shout out to the members, the moderators. Thank you for your support of this channel. And of course, thank you to everyone who's here. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. What are we using? Light Seers. Yay, Light Seers Tarot. All right. Here we go. Here we go. First question up. It's Diana, a table for one. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Except now I'm not seeing your question. Hang on a minute here. So what I see is starting my year-long astrology intensive that meets every Saturday at noon. So posting a question early to watch later. And I'm so glad you're doing this study, but I don't see the question. I'm afraid the question, that's where they cut you off. The question disappeared. Because that's what will happen is, I don't know what the metric for it is, but at a certain point, if you post early, they cut you off. So I can see that you did post, but I can't see what you did post. And I am so sorry. If you happen to see this and come back and reiterate your question. Oh, she posted her question later. Oh, good. Thank you, Trey. Most appreciated. And Trey, because you get me, I'm all freaked out to begin with. We don't love that. Trey. Thank you. And thanks for coming over for Christine's first live on YouTube. There are a couple of you who made it over. Betty, Trey, thank you for that. She's such a love, and I'm so happy for you to meet her. All right, here we go. So, Diana, I'll find your question later. Trey assures me that I will, and I believe it. So that means the first question. Oh, Trey, thanks. Yes, she is a good reader. Yeah, she is. It was fun. Thanks so much for being there. And it's funny because she's new, you know, she's been studying tarot for a long time, but she's new to like broadcasting. And it was so funny to see how she was delighted and surprised when the cards were like clear, you know, when they were really speaking to what was true, which even after years and years of doing this always delights us. So there you go. Melissa, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. I've been having some major gut issues. Yuck, I'm so sorry for the past several months. I'm working with a homeopathic doctor. Will this protocol help me resolve my gut issues? I am so sorry you're going through that. So let's see. Will the protocol with this doctor do what you need? I think it'll help. Look, we've got 3 major arcana cards here. Hermit reversed, Lovers reversed, and Chariot. Well, the Chariot will certainly get things moving. The Hermit reversed, I think, is really about working with everything that's going on, which is what homeopathy attempts to do. And the Lovers reversed, to me, talks about diet, like what will and will not belong in there for a while. So, yeah, I think it's going to work. All right, Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Had a dream where I was the sole survivor of a plane crash into the ocean. Wow. Any idea from Spirit what the meaning might be for me? Is there even a deeper meaning? Well, great question. We'll start with that. I mean, because that's an intense dream. So first question, is there a deeper meaning to that dream? Yes, it feels more like emotional. It feels emotional. And what does it mean? Okay, so we've got two elements, right? The plane is in the air and then it crashes into the ocean, so air and water. Um, Here we have air and water and earth, okay? Were these the same three majors? These are the same three majors. I shuffled. We're shuffling again, though. I still thought that was interesting, but we're shuffling again. It does go to show you how you can take the same cards and have completely different ways of looking at them, but that feels sus when the same three cards come up. So I feel like that needs a shuffle. All right. So, what does it mean? Honestly, I mean, there's a depth here. Well, it crashed into an ocean. There's a lot of depth. No, but seriously, this is a deep, deep dream. And on one hand, soul survivor, you are a person who, if you keep doing what you're doing, you could be a very, very lucky person. You could be a one and only in a lot of ways, in a good way. So, to be the sole survivor is tragic, but it is, the most lucky person on the plane that day. So the idea that you can have some luck. But then there is all of this, just the embattledness. I mean, surviving a plane crash is better than dying in it, but not by much. So just this sense of trauma and things that you've been through, and a sense of, I feel like there's an ancestry issue here. Something about, like within your ancestral lineage, whether this is cultural, racial, whatever it is, something about like drama and trauma of ancestors, and how, even though people around you, even though ancestors have not survived, have had real tragedy, you are allowed to thrive. You are allowed to thrive where others have not even been allowed to survive. And that's heavy, but you need to embrace that and be good with it. That's what I think. All right. Oh, Trey, so interesting. I knew the strength card would come up. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. And those first three majors that felt too much like Melissa's, that's part of it too. It still works in there. Trey, a lot of tragedy in my family line. Totally makes sense. All right. There you go. All right. Smile Soul 20, good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We're happy that you're here. DH, yours is the next question. I'm expecting a visit from my sister next week. What will make this visit a joyous experience? Let's take a look. Alice in Yogaland, good to see you. Love that you're here. All right. Making the visit with your sister a joyous experience. Be careful what you say. Make sure that the basics, like whatever, like if she's staying with you, make sure her space is really good and comfortable. If you're in charge of itinerary, make sure we have a good itinerary. Like definitely take care of those basic and necessary things. And as in any family, there's family stuff. Be willing to talk about family stuff or hurtful stuff or whatever if she wants to, And if she doesn't, don't pry. And do some great fun things and celebrate that you're here on the planet together and here in the same space at the same time. And I think you'll have a really great time. All right. Hey, Justine. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. I'm still experiencing the same electrical charge issue in my house. My everyday life has been affected by this issue for months now. I'm feeling more depressed than I have ever before. Oh my gosh, that's so hard. I've given all I have to this situation, but it seems there's no resolve for me. How do the cards see a situation for me here? I swear I am hanging on by the skin of my teeth over here. I am so sorry. So, I really, there's your charge. There's your family. There's you trying to just protect everything. And here's you needing to make a different decision. It's about, it could be about, maybe there's a friend or a family member that you can go stay with. I don't know how much of it is a house issue. I don't know how much of it is a barometric issue, moisture issue, humidity issue. It may be that a humidifier or a dehumidifier is what's needed. I don't know. But I also know it's an issue that not everyone in the house is experiencing on the level that you do, which speaks to some level of family stuff, emotional stuff, psychic stuff, the things that we experience very uniquely. And so the key here, I really feel like what you're experiencing is a metaphor for something deeper. And so what you need is a new opportunity. And I feel like it's hard for you to find that opportunity where you are. So it might make sense to stay someplace else if that's a possibility, if that's something you can do. Or the other thing to do, what do they say? If you can't change your circumstance, change the way you look at it. And so, finding ways to look at it from a different perspective might help. But I feel like you've been trying to do that and it really hasn't. So, and I feel like if everyone in the household felt the same situation and they were all working together, that's what you want. I think what you really want out of this is some sense of being seen, being heard, and being able to create some unity for a purpose. And I think it's sad that that is not happening, and that's part of the problem. So the solution, again, may be to just do something, really think outside the box, to be out of the house in some way. I mean, don't go live in a tent under a bridge. But if there's an option, that might be a good option. All right. And, there's a timing question here too. When do we see this getting better in whatever way it's going to get better? And right now it feels really stuck, but it will shift. It will shift. I promise. It will. Jeannie Mnuchin, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm meeting with a sound movement healer and licensed psychotherapist to discuss partnering to lead a grief and healing through creativity workshop. And then another person who's not a licensed therapist, but a similar person, also contacted you. Will either of these partnerships come into being, and which partnership would be a better fit? So there's Heather and there's Denise. So we're going to look at possibility and then we're going to look at fit. So possibility for Heather. Yeah, there's a good possibility. Not 100%, but there's a possibility. Denise. I like Heather better. I like her for possibility and I like her for fit. Do I think that this could work, that this could come together? It would require some real collaboration, but I think it could. I like it. Alon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What does A think feel for me currently? All right. You know how you think about, like, could we talk? Could there be reconciliation? What could there be? I think he thinks the same way. But he really wants to be in control of a situation and say how things go. And he thinks you also are that way, that you also want to say how things go in a situation. And the two of you aren't good at compromising or collaborating with each other. And I think he knows that. So I think that's where he's sitting. All right. Adrija Roy, so good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I'm talking with S. Okay. Hang on a minute. Choo. Hang on. Okay, Adrija. True story. I got distracted by something going on about a kangaroo in the chat. And kangaroo? And then I figured out what it was, and it is a great conversation. I love how you all just share and teach and learn and comfort and help each other here. It is so great. All right. And sometimes distracting to me, which is actually also great. Adrija, sorry for the distraction. I'm talking with S. How does it look like? It's going good till now. Any future to this? Let's see. That's kind of exciting. Huh. That's nice. I mean, as you say, it's going good till now. I agree. Where do we see this going? I think if you haven't met yet, I think you will meet. I think that will happen. I don't know if this is going to be a person who can make you happy, but I think you're coming to the place of, need to meet and figure it out. So it's going that well anyway. Any possibility that this could be the one? Yeah, it's possible. I'm not saying that this person is the one. I'm saying it's possible. We'll see. But that means you need to meet and figure it out. Okay. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Lately, I've been feeling insecure in my job. Like I'm not sure if some people like me or something. Is that true? If not, how can I get rid of the insecurity? So here's the truth for people. Martha has the same job that my father had, and that I also, for a period of time, thought that I would have. So I can really speak not only to what the cards say, but to what I'm pretty sure, based on my experience, when I was a younger person, I didn't think about it so much, but as an older person, like in high school and whatnot, and older than that, when Dad would talk about what was going on, I could understand that never will everyone that you serve like you. You have to love and serve them all, and not all of them will like you. Some of them will like you as a person, but not in your role. Some of them will like you in your role, but not as a person. There is a baseline there that is just part of the job. That's all I'm saying. All right, but let's take a look. How are your congregants feeling about you in general? I think they think you're smart, and I think they think that you are a good problem solver. Like when you came in, there were problems. Like this was not an easy transition, but you've worked through problems. You've solved problems. They've seen you do this, and I think they like it. I think they worry that in some ways you're not as organized as some. and they don't love that. Now, in any organization such as the one you work for, there will be that group of people, that committee, that are really, the ones, whether they have an official title or not, the ones that you kind of have to watch out for. Now, in your church, that committee, I think mostly likes you and defends you. I think. Now, they defend you. That means that there is also probably some committee somewhere that doesn't love you. So let's ask, is there somewhere in your group a group of people organizing to really try to give you a hard time, get rid of you, whatever? Is there that kind of a problem? Not any more than there ever is ever for anyone. No. There will always be malcontents. Is there anything you need to do different in your job? I think you're really good at building community, helping people learn to compromise, teaching all of those values. You are teaching those values. So, I think this is your insecurity. I really do. And I think what you need to do is to recognize that you don't speak lovingly to yourself enough. I think you're fine at being loving to your congregation, even when your congregation isn't being that loving to one another. But you don't speak lovingly to yourself, and I think that's the problem. All right. Hey, Quinn Kilhari, it's nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, here we are. Dr. Aled, Robin Renee. I informed my boss that I am not staying. HR says I have to stay in my current position for 6 months before transferring. Ugh. How does my boss feel and where can I go? All right, so first of all, the first question is the one you didn't ask, which is how will those 6 months go? I mean, are you sure you're going to stay at all? I worry about this. I mean, I think you can do it. I think you can do it. The card is reversed, so I think you can do it. But it's not going to be easy, but I think you can do it. Okay. How does your boss feel about this? Sad. Not happy at all. Wishes that this were not the case and doesn't really understand the issue. And where can you go? I mean, assuming you're going within the organization, oh my, you will go someplace that will absolutely support and honor your journey towards your PhD and will perhaps let you use that PhD. So you will go to a much higher position is what's going to happen. So there it is. Text me if we need to talk about it further. Martha, I'm definitely not organized. I inherited a mess and am chaotic myself. I do understand that I can't please everyone. That not speaking lovingly to myself, true. Yeah. I think that'll fix it internally. Okay. Queen Kilharius, Renata, so good to see you. I traveled to a place I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but it's a city in Brazil that has many woods. That sounds like a great place to be. Last week, and while I visited the woods, I tried connecting with the trees like a grounding exercise. That was, that's so good. I felt really watched, though, even though I was alone in every wood I visited. What was that, or was I just paranoid? Okay, I love this question. So fun. Okay, here it is. All right. So, were you really alone? Were there other people in the woods that you just didn't see that were watching you? I think that is a possibility. I think you were psychically picking up on either humans or maybe some, higher level mammals, not necessarily dangerous ones, but higher level mammals who were watching you. What about, like, there you are connecting to the spirits of the trees. Were you also feeling them? Were you feeling their energy? Not as much. Is there a part of you that is paranoid? Oh, probably a little. But I have a feeling it was whatever life forms were there, you sensed them. You went in being spiritually open to connect, so you felt the life forms, whatever they were. Might not have been human, might have been. Not dangerous though. But again, there was other life there, and they were watching you and with you because you asked to be with them. Sounds like fun. Nalini, so good to see you. I just over-scrolled. Give me a minute scrolling back to find you. Give me a minute. There it is. Nalini, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Why is he acting the way he is? Does he want to end the friendship? That feels like it needs a really good shuffle. All right. I don't think, well, I think he's, I have a lot of theories. Give me a minute. I think he's trying to feel happy and secure in his life, which has been hard recently. I think the relationship with you, the way it is not the way he would prefer it to be. I think he would like it to be something different. Does he want to not be friends with you? No, he definitely wants to be friends with you. I just think he wants to be friends in a different way, or in more of a way, or in a more than friends way, or something like that. Maybe he's confused, but I don't think it's that he doesn't want to be friends with you, or doesn't care for you, or doesn't respect you. I think it's him going through his own stuff. All right. Here it is, a table for one. I was so worried. I wouldn't have your question. And it's here. And it's a really interesting one. I like doing these kinds of ones. Diana, a table for one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What's going on with Putin? Putin. I think I pronounced his name wrong. Putin. It's such a funny name. Anyway, what's going on with him? Putin. That's what I want to call him. Putin. No, seriously. What's going on with him? And will we see the Ukraine conflict ending soon? And I honestly, when I first started reading on this, I really believed that he would have been dead by now, that Putin would have been dead by now. I really believed that cooler heads in the Kremlin would prevail and would do what they do, which is basically poison people. And then he was sick. There was a cancer diagnosis. So I think I was right about that. But he's still here. And it's not that I wish death on anybody, but I do feel like he is not accurately representing the will of a lot of people in Russia, including people in the Kremlin. Table for one. Here you are. You're with us. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope your class is going well. So what's up with Putin? He's trying to manage all the things. He's trying to shore up public opinion. He is trying to get things done, and he's got limited resources. He's really limited. What is his goal? Well, I think his goal is to reassemble the USSR. So, like one country at a time, or maybe even expand influence beyond that. And I think his goal is to not change this. How will this conflict resolve? My guess is, I don't think he's going to win. I don't think that Ukraine will be annexed. I don't think that's going to happen. What I do think is another leader will end up fixing this. I'm not sure how this will happen, but I do think there's going to be a different leader and in Russia, and it will make a difference. That's my guess for now. All right, thanks for that. Arya Wilson, it's good to see you. I've been being too hard on myself lately. Any advice from Spirit to get out of my head? I know how hard that is. All right, how do you do it? Yeah, there you are in your head. I wonder if there are people around you, friends, family, coworkers, whatever, people around you who are kind of negative energies or Debbie Downers who make it harder. Like, I want to say you really need to cultivate carefully what you're consuming. So if that's about social media, if that's about, any kind of media, but I think more with people, with conversation. Are you in conversation with people who end up saying things that make you feel bad? And even like that you don't recognize it first, but then later on it's playing in your head. So I would say be willing to really be very clear about what energies you want around you so that you can feel lighter. Horse Van Dunn, so good to see you. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is very interesting. Diana, okay, Horse Van Dunn, you are up next. Hang on one sec. Diana, this is interesting. I heard he just had a heart attack, which is the classic poisoning symptom. And FYI, a psychic I follow confirms the concept of another leader. Well, I'm in good company then. Thank you so much for that. That makes me happy. All right, Horse Van Dunn, thank you so much for your patience. Thanks for being a member. It's great to see you. I have a problem with my left eye. Oh no, I am so sorry. May require surgery. Can Tarot Spirit tell me how my eye will be in the future? Okay, how is that left eye going to be? Oh, I'm so sorry. There really could be surgery. I feel like this could be an ongoing problem. I do think there could be surgery. After surgery, I think it will not be as good as it was, but it'll be okay. So this is going to be like one of those things, like, you get to be a certain age in life and we have, I got this shoulder and I got this knee, but it's okay. It's still functional. It's okay. So I think that's where we're going. Not perfect, but okay. Mahesh, I want to thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind. I see it. I see your question. I take these in the order in which I see them, and I will absolutely get to you, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much. All right. Jenny, you are up next. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, no. I understand. My current budget only allows me to either keep painting my hair and maintaining it healthy or keep my gel nails. Which should I choose? That is a hard freaking choice. Hair or nails? Wow. Let's see what we got here. During this time of austerity, keep the hair, get normal pedicure, manicure, whatever. But keep doing your fancy hair the way you do your fancy hair, because that's more bang, like, where your hands, yes, we see your hands all the time, whatever. But this, we see this. And so this is going to be the more important. Lynn Collin, I love this question. Oh my gosh. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And I'm going to want an update soon. How can Kay and I best work through our mutual fears to achieve a better partnership? I love this question. I love this question. So good. Ace of Cups reversed. Judgment reversed. Three of Swords reversed. Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, it's all reversals, which really talks about how weird and upside down this entire situation makes you feel, even though it's good, even though we're happy about it. It's weird. We get that. All right. We recognize that there is so much healing going on. Each of you have things you're healing from that have nothing to do with each other, but because there is also a past where you are adjacent to him in the past, that's a healing thing too. To remember that you are friends, to build a relationship on the admiration and trust and respect of friendship, along with all the other stuff. To talk about the things that bug you. Talk about the things that bug you. Both of you have to talk about the things that bug you. And to be careful to not overly emotionally catastrophize when things get weird, but to remember that this is about love. Excuse me. And that's the scary part, right? Love is the scary part, but love is also the reason. And so to remember that it's about love at the beginning, the middle, and the end. All of those things. Okay, Julie, you're looking for a spiritual message. Here we go. I think there's something here about family, maybe particular family members who need your specific help and care at this time. Heather Roberts, so good to see you. Yolanda, when will I find the right position and when, right? Got it. Okay. What will my journey be like? So I know you were in conversation with one organization. I don't know where you're at with that. I know the cards were not as positive in the past, but you were, so I don't know if something's happened that has made you feel less positive. But when we look at that situation that you were looking for, I mean, it feels like that or something similar to it could very much still be in the works. I feel like you're going to be busy, no matter what. And I feel like there is always, you went from one kind of a work environment, academia, to another, mental health. Now, I would argue that there's a certain amount of craziness in every kind of industry and workplace. But academia has a very different energy about how people deal with each other. And I feel like you're still sort of learning what it is to be in that healing environment and how often the healing environment does not feel very healing for the healers. And so I think wherever you go, you're going to be confronted with some of that. I feel like you were definitely be within a new, like you may know what your new job will be within 4 weeks and be working in a new job within 2 months. That's my guess. Oh, Lynn, wow, I love that reading. Me too. I will update soon. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Sarah, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We booked the Jacksonville wedding venue. I just had a friend who got married in Jacksonville. And she's like from where I am. So Jacksonville is like the destination wedding the destination wedding. No. The wedding destination of choice for many fine people. There it is. All right. Congratulations. Congratulations. Everything seems to be falling in place since then. I'm so glad I got a chance to meet him too, because I really like him. Not that that matters. You don't need my, you didn't need my opinion. I'm not going to be coming to the wedding and saying, speaking now. No, but I like him. I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm wondering if that was a question or if you have another question coming. Not sure, but I'm going to read on that right now. And if there's another question, I'll read on that too. How about that, Sarah? So just looking at the planning of the wedding and how that's going. It's going to have, yes, everything is falling into place until it's not. And it will be all the things it's supposed to be. Anxiety producing, crazy making. Oh my gosh, why didn't we just elope? So many possibilities, so many choices. And it will be beautiful and fine and wonderful. But the wedding is not as important as the marriage. And I'm feeling really good about both. All right. Haha, yes, we do need your approval. Well, you have it. You have it. All right. Rosemary, good to see you, my friend. I'm thinking of working with a deity, Santa Marta or Hecate. I'd like to know which you believe would be better for me, if any. Man, you're choosing the dark ones, aren't you? But I think there's a reason for that. I think you feel like you need that dark energy for the strength that you need to make real change. So I love that. Aria Wilson, so kind of you. Thank you so much for that very generous super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, Rosemary. Oh, I'm just so touched by that, Aria. Thank you. We really appreciate you being here in the community, and thank you for that support. So, Santa Marta, Hecate. Someone else. Hecate. Hecate. For sure. For sure, for sure. Yes. And she will be there for you too. All right. Leslie Jones. How you doing? The Marine I've been seeing is kind of distant, emotionally distant lately. How's he feeling toward me? Is he preparing for deployment? I wonder if that's what we're looking at. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to go. He knows he has to go. He doesn't want to go. I think this is really just soldier stuff. I really do. I think that I think he really, really likes you, really, really, really cares about you, and is cursing the potential for deployment. I think that's what's going on, and that's where the distance is coming from. All right. Kanchan Verma, so good to see you. I am fabulous and radiant today, and I hope you're the same. Oh, I wasn't able to sit for a long time physically due to the study work, and after a point I started feeling sleepy. How may I correct this problem so I can do better with studies? That's so hard. I think the space that you have in which to work for study needs to be a little better. It needs to be brighter, airier. It needs to be more enlivening. And I also think you need to take more frequent breaks. And I think you need to look at what you're eating and drinking while you're doing this. Some things will weigh you down and make you sleepy. Other things will give you some energy. All right. Oh, here it is. Sarah, here we go. I figured there was a real question, but weddings? I have to talk about weddings, man. You don't mention a wedding around me without me pulling cards, even in the most inappropriate settings. That's true. It really is. I have a purse deck that, yeah, there it is. All right. Oh. Okay, Sarah, I'm about to do you. Rosemary, thank you. I will have to research and learn more about her. I've been attracted to her for maybe a couple of years now. My moon is in Scorpio. I believe has a dark side, and yes, I do need to show it. More for protection, to make a long story short. Oh, protection, the strength to move forward, and to remember that the best revenge is to live magnificently, and she'll help you do all that. Sarah, I need a pocket deck to fit my wedding dress. There you go. There you go. Okay, here it is. I asked my grandmother, this is Sarah's actual question. I asked my grandmother for a specific sign if she wants me to take some of her remains to Hawaii with us next week. It appeared within minutes. Is there any more info she wants me to know? And here's the sign, and I love this. Remember I was saying about kangaroo, get my attention? I love this. This is so smart. This is like activating a synchronicity. It's a perfect thing. I asked for a kangaroo, the most random thing I could think of, and it showed right up in my Facebook feed, and there you know. That is so good. And so you have to hop while you do it. No, you don't really have to do that. Okay. Is there anything else your grandmother wants you to know? Yeah, she'll be at the wedding too. She would like to have a candle, a picture, something of her. Or maybe you're wearing something of hers, something in the wedding, and she likes your guy too. So now we have discovered you have grandmother's approval and also mine, so you're good. All right. CM, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Here we go. Any insight about when I will find a loving commitment forever partner? Yeah, it's a good thing to have. Soon. Soon. Oh my gosh, and it will be life-changing. Oh my gosh, look at that. Like death, rebirth in this context, that's the card you're looking for because it's a change. And what is the change? The change is love. Oh my gosh, so soon. That's really exciting. Sarah, that could totally be arranged. So good, so good. Persnickety. I have a court issue, yuck, involving lies by the other party, double yuck. What outcome do you see for me? I'm praying the judge will see the truth. Oh gosh, man, I'm so sorry you're going through this. This is like so irritating, angry making, anxiety producing, like every aspect of this, right? All right. All right. Will the judge see the truth? That's really the question. Man, there is just a plot to distort what happened, rewrite history, total confusion. This is really a problem. You have a real problem here. And do not think that the truth will bear out because it's the truth. Make sure you have a good attorney. Make sure you have your ducks in a row. because the opposing side is really, really, really good at lying. And so this is hard. Do not take this lightly. This is hard. Do I think you can create a situation where justice is served and the truth comes to light? I think you can have it dragged out long enough that the other party will just give up, but this is going to be hard. I'm really sorry, but the helpful thing I can say is you have to do every single thing to prove the truth. The truth will not prove itself. Z, very soon. Yeah, very soon. Now, what is very soon in the language of the universe? Okay, I'm back to Z for a minute. What is very soon in the language of the universe? I'm gonna be safe and say within the next 7 months. But it could be within the next 7 weeks or 7 days. Who knows? Soon. Okay. Sarah 88. Sarah 88, good to see you. I'm in the transitional period of my life. I would like to know how it's going to go. I think it's going to go very smoothly and quickly, Sarah. I think it's going to be good. Oh, Justine, I didn't see your feedback earlier. Here it is. I'm in tears every single day trying to figure out what it will take to put this cycle to end. I've never felt this frustrated before in my life. I could go to Galveston by myself for a few days next week, but it would mean spending all of my money. No. No, we need a solution that does not involve spending all of your money just to be out there. I'm so miserable, though. I'm really considering giving it a try, but I'm also scared the charge will follow me there, so I don't know. And yeah, I think the key is to, I think you got to make friends with whatever that little thing is that's following you around. I think you got to make friends with it. I think that's typically in life. Like the things that we try everything to do to get rid of and we can't get rid of them, we have to make friends with them. Sometimes that means you have some really interesting friends. But it works. Okay. Make sure, Michelle, so good to see you. What do I need to know in order to navigate the rest of 2023? And hugs right back to you. You need to know that you have friends, that you are not alone. And even the people who don't always reach out and speak to you all the time are there for you and are friends, and you can be as busy or as quiet as you want to be. So it's recognizing your ability to be with great people and your ability to be alone and your ability to make choices about when and how you do that. Janine Barnes, it's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Will my health improve after my medical appointment in January? Will be offered hysterectomy, but not sure of other options until then. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Black. I am so sorry. But let's see. And be careful, because this is making you sad. Like, this is hard emotionally. Hysterectomy is a likelihood. And, you know, this is a long journey. It's a long journey. There's a lot to figure out. Ultimately, you will feel better than you have felt in a really long time. So be on this journey, even though it's going to take time, because ultimately, it's going to bring you to where you need to go. All right. Andrea 54 Hector, nice to see you. Will my Leo boyfriend Jay and I be able to come into steady money so we can pay off our bills and rent? A necessary thing. Sorry you're going through a struggle. And the answer is yes. Yes. And by come into steady money, I think it's going to be to work for steady money. I think that's how it's going to be. But I think you'll do it. Yes. Martha, pew like pew, right? Seriously. All right. Mehes Chavan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I really appreciate the generous super chat. Thank you so much. Do I know my future wife or have idea of who she is? Okay. Of the people you know, is one of them the person that you're likely to marry? I don't think so. I think it's someone you're going to meet. When do I think you'll meet this person? I think you're actually picky, and I think it's good to be picky. So I think you may meet a lot of people before you meet that right one. And so it's going to take a minute, but you will find the right one. It's just going to take time. And specifically, the answer to your question is no. No, you do not. Not yet. Oh, Morgana the Great. This is great. Celebrity reading. Was Marilyn Monroe killed, like murdered? If yes, by who? I don't think so. I think the accounts of it that we know are probably relatively accurate. George, good to see you. Do you think if I tried to reconcile with Sherry, that would be a good idea? Definitely not. No, no, no. All right, Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. I'd like to know how A really feels about me. We've been friends for a long time, and I get some mixed signals from him in the past few weeks. Oh, interesting. Let's take a look and see. I think he's not sure. I think definitely friends. I mean, we're definitely friends. That is solid. There's a solid friendship. But is there more? Like definitely, I think there's an attraction here, but also a desire to not screw up the friendship. So I think there's some confusion, and that's why you're getting the mixed signals. Now, just for S&Gs, y'all know what S&Gs are, right? Just for S&Gs, let's ask, if the two of you were to get together as more than friends, how would that be? I don't know. There's a mix. It could be really great or not really great. It's a mix. So I think he sees that too and is also concerned. Okay. Say Chung, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for being here. Glad you're here. Joyous Ocean, you just made it because it's about to be last call for readings, y'all. So get that question in and make it juicy. Yep, that's right, Joyous Ocean. That's what it means. Yes, indeed. Okay, Say Chung. How does he feel towards me? Confused, attracted, but concerned. I feel like there's a worry, like this feels scary. Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I want an organized and lovely home and beautiful makeover. That sounds like fun. Will I actually be able to make this happen and become a glorious gray-haired goddess? That's what I'm looking for right there. Glorious gray goddess. Yes, I think you're onto something here. Yes. A glorious gray goddess surrounded by harmony, or will I stay a muddled mess? I mean, I think the best any of us are going to do is like, maybe we go back and forth between those two things, but let's see. Honestly, you will be able to get under control the things you want to get under control. You can do this, and you will do this. You'll probably do this to a much greater extent and ability than I will ever be able to do this. So yeah, you got this. Yes, yes, yes. More than I thought you would. Yes. Lola Mannequin, good to see you. Doing the bar exam tomorrow. Congratulations. That's great. My hopes are really low. I'm assuming that's a question. I'm taking it as one. Well, you're going in with the right thing. Like it doesn't matter. If I pass it or not, I'll have to pay more money to pass it again. Oh, well. So you're going in with exactly the right attitude. And if anything, you'll learn how it goes. But it's not a guarantee that you won't pass. There's probably, it's right to go in with the expectation that, I'm just working on this, we'll see. I'll get it one of these times. Most people don't get it on their first time, I think. But, the chances of you passing it are not zero, just so you know. Baby Cakes, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Is my living situation going to be in jeopardy? If the owner of the house that I rented going to cross the bridge into another world, I understand. That's a real issue I get it. Is that going to happen? Ha, Quinn, that strength card also has Gloria's hair. It's true. It's true. All right, here we go. Baby Cakes, I think you're safe for the moment. I think you're okay for now. I do. I know we're getting there for this person, but I think we're okay. Joanne Ellis. May I ask the cards, will my daughter be going to college? Will my daughter going to college? Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Joanne, my daughter going to college. Will it be 1, which is an hour away, 2, which is 20 minutes away, or 3, which is 10 minutes away? I mean, either way, it's great to live so close to so many options. That's fabulous. Okay, so which one do I think will be? An hour away? 20 minutes away? 10 minutes away? I don't love this one. I don't love 10 minutes away. I think it's more likely the hour away one is the more likely one. All right. Joyous Ocean, here we go. And thanks so much for being a member. We appreciate you. And of course, Joyous Ocean is Dion C. Monsanto. She's a speaker at StaarCon. And she's also going to be performing in our Bardic Circle, which is our Saturday night entertainment. So you do not want to miss this. Get your StaarCon ticket. The link, of course, is in the description. Oh, duh. Quinciliarius, like, so it's the is it like the double L in like pollo? Yeah, like that? I don't know. Help me. I want to know. Okay, Joyous Ocean, here we are. Today I want to know, how will registration go for my workshop on the 28th? What else do I need to know to have a good number of participants? I feel like it's okay, but it feels a little slow. When we get there, how, like, will it be? I feel like you need to do something more right now. I feel like there needs to be more word of mouth, more advertising, more talking about it. I think we need more hype right now. Oh, like that. Okay, I'm going to work on this. Renata, I'm going to work on this and I'm going to try to get a better pronunciation. Okay. Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good. Yes, Renata, audio on Insta. That'd be great. Smile Soul 20, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this question. My question is, I got a call for a possible job interview with a local factory in town. Will I be able to interview with this company next week? Oh, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh, and Smile Soul 20, thanks so much for being here and thanks for being a member. You were one of the first members of this channel and you've stuck with us this whole time. I appreciate you so much. So, will you be able to have an interview next week? Very likely, yes. You didn't ask, but I'm going there. Will you get a job offer? Very likely, yes. Theoretically, would this be a better job than the job you've been doing? Potentially. They both have their issues, but potentially, like, it's worth looking at. It's worth looking at. All right. Soul Star, thank you. So this is, I mean, what is it? It's a Thanksgiving tablecloth, right? After Thanksgiving, we'll get something else, but I'm having fun being seasonal. It's fun, right? All right. Renata, I'll send it right now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right. So let's see. Just looking for final questions. It is last call for readings, y'all. Seriously. Terry T, I see you. Will I be in a relationship soon? I feel like you're not doing everything you need to do to either, and I don't know if this is internal or external, but I feel like you're not doing everything you need to do to be ready or to meet the right person or to recognize the right person. I think there's more you need to do to help make that happen. All right. From my perspective, back, hang on, nope. Anderson Lima, you just got in like in the nick of time right there. Should I go tomorrow or skip and try another time? Great question. I'm going to say skip and go another time. I don't know why, but the cards are pretty clear. All right. Last call for readings, y'all. Really it is. Really it is. I want to remind you, I work while you play. Yes, I'm going to be with the twins on Thanksgiving, so don't be hitting me up for readings on Thursday. Other than that, I'm here. I'm here in the evenings. I'm here the day before Thanksgiving. I'm here the day after Thanksgiving. I'm here. I'm here. So there's a link to book with me right in the description. There's also a link to go to the StaarCon website. We've just put up a bunch of new presenters. Go check it out. We are going to have an amazing time. You can join us in person or online, 1 day, 2 days, or all 3 days. There's a virtual general admission ticket that's just $10. And after the conference, we have a full year of Afterglow where you can watch the recordings of the classes and join us for live events, live unrecorded events in the Excel Events lounges. So, you know you're all about that, so go get you your StaarCon ticket. That's what you want to do. So, do all of those things. I'll be back on Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. I appreciate you all so much. Oh, you know what else there's a link to do in the description? Book a reading with me. Yeah, do that. I think I already said that, but I'm saying it again. Right. Also a link to become a member of this channel. Why not? The members have so much fun. You could be having that fun with them. All right. There we go. I want to thank you all so much for being here with me, for being part of this community. Thank you to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Special shout out, of course, to the members and the moderators. And if you are getting ready to celebrate some holiday that involves relatives and eating way too much food, many blessings on that journey. And if you're not, that's okay too. My friends, thank you so much. We'll see you very soon.